Coming up on Hunter News Now, Hunter's Career Fair brings employers and students face-to-face. We'll tell you what students thought of this year's Job Fest.
And the latest on Hunter's new construction projects. Here's a hint. It's affecting the North, East, and West buildings.
We'll also tell you about the prestigious Jack Newfield Investigative Reporting Scholarship, including this year's winner. All that and more coming up on this edition of Hunter News Now.
Welcome to our second edition of Hunter News Now. I'm Sebastian Fracari.
And I'm Raven Campbell.
Transitioning into the workforce after college can be a challenge for many students. But for Hunter Film and Media Studies students, a new program introduced this spring promises to ease that journey.
It's called the CUNY Inclusive Economy, or CIE, and it's funded by a partnership with the City of New York and private and public companies. Asia Beal has more on how this new initiative helps students move from the classroom to the workplace.
So remember, how many applications do you have to submit to be called for a job interview? How many applications? 100.
The CIE program for media students is designed to build connections between students and employers. The Film and Media Studies Department competed to join the program and is one of only 3 departments at Hunter College to win the grant. Human biology and economics also won.
This is such a special opportunity because not every single department gets this access and this funding to support their students in this career initiative.
This initiative includes workshops and events tailored to support career development.
This is a way to supercharge your internship and job search with a support that is very tailored.
Professor Jeannie An is an industry specialist at CIE and teaches the Classroom to Career course for media studies and journalism students. Her course covers building resumes, networking, interviewing techniques, and selling yourself.
So we really worked to kind of have like pitches. She called it an elevator pitch. It was supposed to be like around 60 seconds of kind of who you are, what you want to do, and any experience you might have.
After taking Professor An's class, Isabella secured an internship as a sports journalist for a small magazine. The Media Studies CIE program is dedicated to nurturing more success stories like Isabella.
It supports 200 students within that major with the goal of securing paid internships for at least 50% of those students.
The CIE program offers a rolling admissions and is still looking for students to join. If you're interested, stop by the Film and Media Department located at Hunter North 433. This is Asia Beal, Hunter News Now.
Hunter College's Career Services is also helping students land jobs. In mid-March, the Spring Career and Internship Fair took over the 3rd floor of the West Building for both the morning and afternoon session. Nearly 800 students mingled with about 80 employers, about double the number of organizations that participated in the fall fair. Many of the students came dressed for success with their resumes in hand. Students from all majors came to connect with employers from law and healthcare to arts and multimedia at Hunter's Career Fair.
We're here today because I'm trying to look for a job and honestly opportunities like volunteering or internships, just anything to like expand my skills and like find an internship for summer.
The freshmen were drawn to a community service teaching opportunity.
I thought that was super interesting because it like combines a lot of different subjects like athletics as well as like social work.
This year, Kiana Calderon is representing Latinas on the Verge of Excellence, an organization that mentors young girls. Last year, she was on the other end of the table.
This is the place to be. I graduated in June 2024, and now I'm here recruiting college students, female identifying, to serve as mentors in our schools.
This year's career fair went high-tech, partnering with Quincia, an AI advisor that gives instant feedback on resumes. Students could even take professional headshots in a photo booth. But the best part of the career fair is still connecting face-to-face.
Any opportunity that you get to insert yourself physically into somebody's space and like make your face known and make your voice known and make your handshake known is beneficial.
If you missed a career fair, you can still check out the Career Center's resources in the East Building, room 805.
Shockwaves on campuses across the country after Columbia University caves in to pressure from the Trump administration. The university agreeing to change its protest policies and review its Middle Eastern Studies department to restore federal research funding that has been suspended. Dozens of other schools are facing similar inquiries on anti-Semitism and DEI policies. Many faculty and students are sounding the alarm, calling these investigations an attack on academic freedom and an overstep. Reagan Grant has more on what Hunter students think about the state of academic freedom under the Trump administration in this edition of Hunter Student Speaks.
Freedom of speech is an essential part to growing and learning.
I think it's just like a power tool, because that's all Trump likes to do. He just likes to go on a power trip.
Yeah,
I think it's but I know that academic freedom is a constitutional right.
There was like a lot of emails being sent out saying that we couldn't like say certain things on campus.
It seems a bit, over the line to arrest people.
Half of the time, the things we're saying are not hateful.
Regardless of political differences, right to assembly and speaking your mind is something we're guaranteed in the Constitution.
I know like donors and money is very important. However, it's like you're selling your soul to attack your students and make your students feel like it's not a safe place to go.
There's like a fear of the power that students have in their voices leading these movements.
Institutions realize that they've made a mistake. It's when everybody revolts and everybody shows them that they're in the wrong.
I think there's a due process to follow for incidents like that, and FBI raids go well beyond that.
I don't see them doing all of this when black people are oppressed in schools, and they never do this. It's a civil rights issue. We go through a lot of civil rights issues. I don't see them doing that for us.
I think it's emblematic of the level of danger to freedom of speech and freedom of expression that we have going on in the country right now.
Yeah,
I think it's but I know that
Construction is underway at Hunter in the North, West, and East buildings to prepare for the SPARC project.
SPARC stands for the Science Park and Research Campus that will help be built in Kips Bay.
Workers are demolishing the North Building's science labs and then renovating them to temporarily house Brookdale's medical laboratory sciences, physical therapy, and biology and chemistry teaching labs.
Demolition and asbestos abatement began last Monday, but the removal of furniture and debris has been underway at the sea level for about a month.
Construction takes place from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. to minimize disruption to students. Down in Kips Bay, the Brookdale campus is currently housing up to 650 students and the School of Nursing and Health Professions. Beginning in August, students will move into new dorms, and Brookdale's nursing and healthcare programs will move into temporary facilities.
Construction on SPARC will finish in 2031.
Issues like academic freedom and other civil liberties were a top concern for investigative journalist Jack Newfield, an American reporter who graduated from Hunter College in 1960. As an award-winning reporter for the New York Post and the New York Sun, Newfield often investigated wrongdoing and wrote stories about social justice reform. 65 years later, his family set up a scholarship to honor his legacy. The journalism faculty nominates a student who shares Newfield's passion to hold power to account, and this year's Jack Newfield Investigative Reporting Scholarship has been awarded to an exceptional Hunter College journalism student, none other than my co-anchor, Sebastian Fakari. Congratulations, how does it feel?
I'm very excited about it, and I hope to continue Newfield's honor.
Good. We're very proud of you. Coming up, we'll speak to David Pavlosky, the Chief Operating Officer for the Film and Media Studies Department.
Pavlosky will give us the latest on the partnership with CUNY's Inclusive Economy Initiative, which is helping media studies students land internships and jobs.
Stay with us.
We help students prepare for the world of work, so not just their application materials, but ensuring that they're career ready. And providing resources to help support them develop those skills, so by the time they enter that workforce, they're not behind, right? There's no deficit. So start thinking about us now. Use us early and use us often.
And be sure to follow us at Hunter Career Center.
Welcome back.
Hunter's partnership with the CUNY Inclusive Economy Initiative, or CIE, is a big win for the Film and Media Studies Department. The program will help 200 media studies students launch their careers with individualized job counseling and workshops to meet with potential employers.
The CIE program is targeting paid internships in jobs in high-growth fields like social media management and multimedia journalism. Joining us with more on the CIE, we have David Pavlosky, the Chief Operating Officer and Internship Coordinator for the Film and Media Studies Department.
Thank you so much for joining us, David.
It's my pleasure to be here.
How do you see the CIE program helping media students?
I think you have to think of this program as being a mentorship program where there will be discussion panels. There will also be panels where we'll help students with, for instance, creating their LinkedIn profile, working on their resumes, looking at their portfolios, making sure that students really have both the analytical and the production skills that are necessary to get these important internships in New York City and surrounding areas.
And what types of jobs are being targeted by this initiative?
Right now, the focus is actually social media and marketing, but for many of our students, that includes skills in editing video, doing podcasting, but it's not limited to just media. It can include other things like hospitals or nonprofits. Everything is happening right now that's so media-oriented. A lot of the skills that our students have, they'll be able to help many businesses with both video assets, podcasting, graphic design, so much of what our program offers.
And how do you measure success of the CIE program? Is there a metric of some kind?
I think the interaction between the hybrid advisor, who's going to work on the student's record and curriculum, and then we have an industry specialist that's going out to find out what we need our students to provide. We will measure the success by working with students one-on-one, seeing what their portfolio presents, working with them on interview skills, and we're going to see our students grow as we work with them. So again, this is a mentorship program, and we're looking for a deep commitment from our students to be a part of this.
And so what's your top tip for presenting yourself to employers?
I think you should work on either your artist statement or your brand, making sure you have your elevator speech in hand so that when you meet someone, you can introduce yourself and even say something as simple as, I'm a media major at Hunter College, and my passion is documentary filmmaking and editing video, or whatever your passion is. But that first 30 seconds is so important when you're meeting someone, and then to ask them about themselves. Because everybody wants to have a conversation about who you are, but also who they are. And that's how you network and make a connection.
And lastly, about 200 students have already been accepted. What is your advice to anybody who wants to apply next year?
You know, I think you should take advantage of our department, me as the internship advisor, but we also have career services. And many of our classes, whether it's the Med PL 150 or the Film P 160, asks you to make an artist statement, asks you to make a resume. You should have those aspects of your profile in hand, so when someone is working with you, they can give you critique and help you take that to the next level.
Okay.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, David.
We appreciate all your answers. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. You guys are doing amazing work.
Coming up on Hunter News Now, our sports editor will walk us through the start of the spring season.
And we'll meet our Scholar Athlete of the Week. He's a transfer student who's racking up the points on the volleyball court. Stay with us.
Hunter students are getting a reason to smile here on 68th Street. In late December of 2024, the MTA announced that Hunter College's very own subway station is now fully accessible. Now equipped with 3 elevators, with one going from the street to the mezzanine level on 68th Street and 2 going from the mezzanine to the platform, going in both the uptown and downtown directions. What's more, there's a new seating area outside the West Building, and the MTA upgraded platforms and extended the mezzanine, improving passenger circulation with new entrances, reconstructed stairs, and installed better signage. The construction is finally complete after a number of years and provides a much safer travel for the disabled, elderly, and families. In addition, the station spotlights the artwork of Hunter alum and professor Lisa Corrine Davis, who graduated from the MFA program in the class of 1983. Take a swipe on your MetroCard and check it out today.
Welcome back, everyone. The men's volleyball team is approaching the most exciting part of the season with the CUNYAC playoffs right around the corner.
Here to bring us all the action is our sports editor, David Horn.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I'm excited to be back on the show. Well, the men's volleyball team has been competing with its arch enemy, Baruch College, for the last decade, since Hunter and Baruch are the two best teams in the conference. The Bearcats have come out on top, grabbing the last 4 championships, but Hunter has brought in a new head coach in Quentin Moore to help the Hawks get their first CUNYAC championship win since 2018. The Hawks' completely revamped roster has done an amazing job this season as they sit in at 15-9 overall and 10-1 in the conference. The highest flyer for the Hawks this season has been junior transfer Ahmed Mohamed in his first season of collegiate volleyball. The Brooklyn native has racked up nearly 300 points on the season, making him the top scorer in the CUNYAC conference. The outside-hitting psychology major is getting it done both on and off the court, which makes him our Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Hi, my name is Ahmed Mohamed. I am a first year at Hunter Men's Volleyball. I got into volleyball in middle school because of my gym teacher in 8th grade. He was like a volleyball player, and he was like very funny, very passionate about like being a gym teacher and like just like helping out. He unfortunately passed away soon after, and it just motivated me to want to like show him that I can do way better than I can think. I transferred to Hunter College because I felt it was more city-like to me, and I was able to be more out there and socialize with a lot more people, and it definitely would help my studies and physical therapy and getting my undergrad in psychology as well. So at first, it was like really anxious and pretty stressful, like connecting and flowing with the team. But now that like the season's going along, I feel like everyone's like very connected and it's very more natural flowing now. So a lot of my teammates actually, they made it very easy for me. I was able to open up to them slowly but surely, and each and every one of them always like backed me up and gave me some great advice throughout. Being an athlete student, I feel like you would feel more passionate about your extracurricular being on the sports team, but I feel like you should never like fall behind on your studies, but it will take a toll on your studies. So, I mean, for me, how I balance it out is just like, do what I gotta do at practice and my games and stuff, but when I'm in class and I'm in actual school, that's when like I put like times 10 effort, because that definitely comes first. So I'm trying to get into the med field. For me, I'm gonna do my undergrad in psychology, and then I'm gonna come back to Hunter for the DPT program, which is the physical therapy program, which is gonna be awesome. My goals for this season is definitely become a better volleyball player, definitely become more mentally stronger, and I think it's just like wanting to impress my mom, and thankfully to my coaches and to my teammates, they make me pursue what I really want to do. And Hunter's great. Go Hawks.
Congrats to Mohamed on an amazing season. Well, with the spring officially underway, the weather has been getting nicer, and our Hawks are finally leaving the nest with the women's softball team heading to the field. The squad finished second in the conference last year, just missing out on the championship. Since then, the new head coach Mike Fisher has joined the team from SUNY Purchase, and he has the Hawks out to a 5-7 start to the season. In one of those 5 wins, Brielle Discavage pitched a 5-inning no-hitter against Yeshiva University. Meanwhile, the weather has not been the kindest to the men's tennis team, but they were able to win their first matchup against St. Joseph's Long Island 4-3.
It's so nice to hear that the Hawks are doing well.
I hope to see more progress from them soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, and next time I'm excited to tell you about the men's volleyball CUNYAC playoff push and tell you about the softball team's start to the CUNYAC action.
Coming up next, we'll take you to the newest exhibit at the Center for Puerto Rican Studies.
We'll also show you how we prepared for the cameras and tell you how to look and sound your best on air. Stay with us.
Undocumented folks are not just Latino, but they come from all parts of the world, and we want to make sure that we can uplift everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for our arts report, and for that we turn to our arts editor, Bridget Ceballos. Take it away, Bridget.
Thank you, guys. Hunter's Integrated Media Arts Graduate Program, also known as the IMA program, hosted its second annual 48-hour movie challenge earlier this semester. This popular event is where students and alum team up to produce a film in just 2 days. Thanks to a team of visiting Dutch documentary students, we have a behind-the-scenes look at how one team tackled the challenge.
I'm like that cool FBI agent with the beanie, you know?
Okay. Sound rolling.
Camera rolling. Hello, ma'am. Are you Violet James?
No. She's my roommate.
Alright, so we're looking for a Alex Pavlosky.
Look like.
Oh, that's blue. Wait, what are you guys trying to do?
Wait, I need to.
Are you guys gonna make it?
Yeah, I think we will. Maybe, like, as long as we send something, you know? Yeah.
Okay. Stressed?
Yeah. Yep. Sonny! And he knows when I'm stressed out. He makes me more stressed out on purpose.
Well, have you seen this man, Alex Pavlosky?
I couldn't care less about that piece of shit.
Thank you to our Dutch documentary students for that story. The Center for Puerto Rican Studies hosted the New York City premiere of the art exhibit Diasporic Collage, Puerto Rico and the Survival of a People in its new gallery, El Barrio. The exhibit explores Puerto Rican identities on the island through collage and photography portraying colonialism, resistance, and survival. The Diaspora Solidarities Lab, a Black feminist-led partnership, and Centro put the exhibit together to get people talking about Puerto Ricans at home and abroad.
We are really hoping that the exhibition can serve as a starting point to have many conversations, not just about the Puerto Rican diaspora.
The Puerto Rican diaspora refers to the community of Puerto Ricans who have migrated from their homeland to other regions. The exhibit offers a powerful representation of the complexities of Puerto Rican heritage. If you're interested in seeing this portrait of cultural resilience, head up to the Silberman School of Social Work up on 119th Street. You have until September 26th. Raven and Sebastian, I hope you guys go check it out. It's beautiful.
I'll be there. What about you?
I guess I'm going uptown. Lights, camera, action.
Looking and sounding your best on camera are two things that can make or break a news broadcast.
Fortunately, Revlon's Glam Squad and TV personality Valerie Greenberg shared all their tricks of the trade to help the two of us and the whole of the Hunter News Now team to prepare for our on-camera debuts this semester. Asia Beal breaks down their winning formula.
Revlon beauty experts went back to school earlier this month to help Hunter News Now journalists master the art of on-air makeup, and they did not come empty-handed. Every student received a customized goodie bag with the tools for the perfect on-air look and a crash course in high-definition makeup.
I've never had my makeup done professionally, or I've never done HD makeup, so it's going to be really exciting to learn how to do that and pick up a new skill.
The light from all the studio lights, everything, it kind of washes it out. So
Step by step, the Revlon team explained how to create a natural look under studio lights.
I thought it was very fun. I'm not somebody that's ever really dealt with makeup before in really any regard. So it's nice to kind of learn why it happens on television and why it's important.
Suck your stomach in, roll your shoulders back, head high. It feels a little weird, but I am telling you, then you are going to be seen poised and confident.
However, looking good is only half the battle. Multimedia personality Valerie Greenberg says what really sells the story is confidence.
It's so important to connect with your audience and speak directly through the camera to connect with them by being authentic and by speaking with conviction and doing your research.
By the end of her visit, the Hunter News Now team was ready. And this is me after the beautiful ladies at Revlon came and gave us a makeup tutorial for our class. Now I'm glammed up, camera ready, and ready to go to the studio. This is Asia Beal for Hunter News Now, signing out.
Well, that's all we have for our second edition of Hunter News Now for the spring semester. You can check out all of our student stories on our YouTube channel, Hunter College Journalism.
And be sure to follow us at Hunter, JOURPGM on Instagram and at Hunter Jorn on X.
On behalf of everyone in the studio, thank you for watching.
See you next time.